You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Van Helsing is the story of a monster hunter who is out to kill Dracula, a werewolf, Frankenstein, Mr. Hyde, a leprechaun, probably. Or is it?
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I'm Mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 2014's Van Helsing.
2014's?
Sorry, 2004's Van Helsing. I've seen this one before. I rented this on DVD, and I forgot how bad this was.
I went to the theater to see this.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Back in 2004, are you kidding? We were all enamored with Hugh Jackman. He was coming off, he was still in the middle of his X-Men run. You know, newly discovered guy. He was busier than all hell and doing everything. And,
yeah, but
you know, could do no wrong at that time.
I don't know. Kate Leopold was out by then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just yep.
Yes, it was.
Nothing more to that. Okay.
Hey, that was actually kind of cute.
I'm sure it was. That was
Maybe
Meg Ryan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Starring, as we mentioned, Hugh Jackman, another big actress at the time, Kate Beckinsale, who was on her Underworld run.
Yeah.
Richard Roxburgh, Will Kemp, David Wenham, and welcome back director Stephen Sommers from The Mummy Returns.
Oh, okay.
Which seems like a good fit at the time, to be honest. Like
for this kind of story, absolutely.
Sure, your high action adventure movie, it's not like the guy, it was his first time out, right? So and to be honest, like from an action movie standpoint, I actually like his directing style. You can see what the hell's going on.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
You know,
sometimes.
For the most part.
This one was really, really dark.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't resort to shaky cam and shit like that.
Fair enough.
True.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Dex, have you seen this before?
I did. I don't remember how.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was in the theater or if I saw it with a whole bunch of friends, just rented it one night, caught it one day while watching TV. I don't know. I know I've seen it.
I think I know, Tex.
That's about all I got for you.
It was during a full moon.
Oh, yes. That's why I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a different reason you can't remember it. As we've discussed on this show. Why don't you take us through Van Helsing?
All right, so our story begins in Transylvania, 1887. Frankenstein finishes his science project early, and the villagers show up to throw a victory kegger. He gets killed by a guy doing a really bad Dracula impersonation, and the Frankenstein monster runs off with his corpse. The villagers follow, intent on partying, and start a bonfire that ends up killing the monster, which upsets Dracula's cheerleaders. Van Helsing kills Mr. Hyde and gets in shit for it, then immediately gets a new mission. He brings his idiotic genius friend Friar Faramir with him, and the two show up in Transylvania in time for the daily vampire bitch parade. Van kills one of them and immediately makes himself public enemy number 1. He and Anna have an I hate you, we're totally going to bone chat, and Anna discovers her brother isn't dead, just a werewolf. She won't let Van kill him because he has to go back to Dracula and give him exposition, and Van and Anna go to Dracula's castle to discover Dracula's babies, which are like gargoyles, evidently. Van and Drac square off and trade some more exposition. Van and Chicky meet up with the monster who philosophizes about creation and then gets his ass knocked out. Drac wants the monster for his collection, sends his bitches to get him, losing one in the process, and they get the monster anyway, so good job, team. The group figure out the clues that were left by the family, walk through the northern gates, fight Dracula, beat him, and roll credits. No, of course not. Instead, we need a tour of the castle that they couldn't find but had somehow found before, even though it wasn't that whatever. Anywho, Anna kills Dracula's final bitch, gets the werewolf cure because that's a thing, and Dracula and Van square off. Van kills him because he just won't shut up, and ends up killing Anna too. Luckily, she'd already administered the cure, or administered it as she died. Either way, Van's no longer a werewolf, yay. He burns Anna's corpse like the Transylvanian Viking that she is. Sure. Anywho, she burns, the family gets invited into heaven, Van Helsing rides off, and roll credits.
Oh my god. This was a 2.5 hour long boobless adventure. This movie was 2 hours, I think 15 minutes, but it played 3.
Yeah.
Like, I took breaks to watch YouTube videos just to regain my sanity in between spurts of watching the movie.
Hey, you're actually really close. 2 hours and 11 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Was it really?
But you're right. It feels like 3.
I have it written down here. I just because Van Helsing will have a plan, and then Dracula will have a counter, and then Van Helsing will have another counter, and then Dracula will have a counter to that. And it just becomes like children on the playground, but playing but not giving in to one another. It's like, I have a gun. Nuh-uh, I have a bulletproof vest. Well, I have a bazooka. Yeah, well, my house is bazooka proof. Do I drop a nuclear bomb? I live on Venus or whatever. And they just go back and forth, just not giving in to each other.
I looked at it a little bit differently. I saw it as Van Helsing has a plan. Dracula doesn't give a shit because he wants to fuck that girl. Like, he's all about, he's like, well, you killed one of my wives, why not get another, you know?
Was that his ultimate plan with Kate Beckinsale, was to fuck her?
Yeah.
I don't think that was his ultimate plan, no.
Because he says earlier on, we need to kill them.
Yeah. He just wanted to destroy the entire family.
Yeah.
But I think he decided to make her one of his brides because that would be the ultimate betrayal.
Fuck you?
Yeah, the ultimate fuck you to the family, because then she lives forever and the entire family is in purgatory for eternity.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Vision thing at the end really pissed me off. I'm like, okay, this movie should have ended 5 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. And that, you know what, that whole purgatory thing, I'm like, hold on just a cotton picking minute here. So this patriarch of a family decides that no one from the family will get into the gates of heaven until Dracula's dead. Excuse me? When was it ever your choice, big fella?
Yeah, but then later on they actually explain that.
Do they?
Yes.
Because I may have missed it.
They created Dracula.
Oh, right. No, I thought Van Helsing created Dracula.
No, Van Helsing killed Dracula the first time.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just saying that from a theological perspective.
Oh no, absolutely. I was with you. Yeah, I was with you at first too. I'm like, what? When you guy first says that, I'm like, wait, wouldn't that make him more powerful than God to say you're not letting my family into heaven until I say so?
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't that be like, I don't know, blasphemy?
It is actually. So we know he ain't getting in. You know?
Yeah, seriously. But then, later on, you find out, they actually created Dracula and they made a deal, whatever. And I was like, okay, that's better than just being like, hey, yo, God, so we're totally, don't let us in. No matter how much we beg, whatever, don't let us in unless we have our hand stamped that we've killed Dracula.
Yeah. 10 Commandments and all that stuff, but come on, not until we get this guy.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, not until we get that tattoo that says, I staked Dracula.
Yeah, exactly. Like a ye old selfie with his dead corpse, you know?
Ye old self-portrait?
Yeah, exactly. So, at the beginning, we have Dr. Frankenstein, right? I had a question for him. If I could ask him a question, it would be, when you first met your investor, who did your Kickstarter for your little project here, did you not get the sense he was evil in all of your brilliance? Did you not kind of figure? And if so, why were you so damn surprised that he was going to use our experiment for evil?
Yeah, it's Dracula. Did you not ask what his name was?
Yeah, yeah.
Or why he has a
if-
creepy castle on top of the mountain?
Forget the creepy castle, just creepy him. I
Yeah.
don't care if they
Yeah.
I don't care if they met in a cafe in France. It's still this guy. Like that's
Do you know what? I absolutely love the fact that when he gets pushed into the fire by that thing that the monster throws, I'm going to call him Fred because Frankenstein monster doesn't actually have a name, so he's Fred. When Fred throws the sorry, that's all I got. When he throws him like the huge log or whatever on Dracula and throws him into the fireplace, and then you see Dracula get out of the fireplace, and one of the very first things that is like reconstructed or whatever as he's healing is the lock of hair over his eye. I was like,
bang.
oh my god, you gotta make sure your douche lock is good and set right there before the rest of your fucking face.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
His one bang gets fixed.
I'm talking about over the top acting. This is over the moon acting.
Oh my god! And it's not just him. Like
No, it's him. It's him. It's his brides.
Yep, Fred.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh come on!
To a point. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Crane shot. Why?
The actual werewolves,
No, I thought they were pretty good.
Mr. Hyde.
Oh my god.
Why are we bringing all these characters together? Why?
Yeah.
LXG didn't do that well in theaters.
No, it didn't.
Was this before or after LXG?
I think it came out same year, actually.
Was it?
I'll look that up.
Like, I know that's a Stay Tuned and everything, but...
Well, and I think that's what they thought they were going to have is the Van Helsing adventures where he's the big monster hunter. The problem is that there's actually stories with all of these characters that could be explored on their own. I wanted a whole Jekyll and Hyde movie after seeing this. Just
There
that
are tons of Jekyll and Hyde movies. There's tons of werewolf movies and Dracula movies, especially Dracula movies.
I mean, if they're going to
Oh,
do
God, yes.
the Van Helsing adventures, I wanted one with just Jekyll and Hyde.
Like the Van Helsing Chronicles?
Something like yeah, the Chronicles of Van Helsing. Yeah, we can get Vin
I don't
Diesel
think
there
Van
to play.
Helsing ever had anything to do with Jekyll and Hyde. That's my thing. I think Van Helsing was just a Dracula guy.
Yeah, I know, but since they've decided they're going to pull them all in from all four corners here, I thought, well, then do that, and let's just have one thing at a time. Like, don't ruin a character like Jekyll and Hyde right off the start, right? Like, save that one. Have something else, something not as big,
Yeah.
It was a waste. They just blew a whole bunch of them. Frankenstein, all of that right off the top. They're just like, nope, we're doing them all.
Well, I mean, he was obviously going to be there for the sequel.
Who was though?
Frankenstein, because he gets away.
Friggin' Vin Diesel as the mummy. Like that's all that's about left.
Huh.
Pretty much.
No, that's my point though. Is that they crammed so many in here that I think it was a waste.
I think it was kind of like, it was basically just because, like, the very start of it, he has to kill somebody. So he kills Jekyll or Hyde or whichever. It's Hyde, right?
Hyde, yep.
Because it's Dr. Jekyll, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't even, like, it's not even the fact that it's a waste. It's just, like, the waste of a good character. It's just, why was that even needed? You could have just used, like, some type of supernatural creature that no one's ever heard of. Done. There. Dead. Shouldn't have killed him. Oops. Done.
Just another vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a troll of some sort. What about or the Hunchback of Notre Dame? How about that guy?
Yeah, he makes a Hunchback reference.
Yeah, sure.
He runs into the bell and goes, "Oh, the bells, the bells," and I'm like, "Really? A Hunchback reference from Mr. Hyde?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And they were in France, right, during that opening, or was that or were they in England?
Yeah, they're in Paris. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Blade would be pretty pissed off that there's a vampire here that survives fire.
Vampire things changed no matter what movie you're watching.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's
the
pretty
rules
bad.
for vampires change constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only constant with vampire movies.
They have
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh, the irony.
they had a bomb. Carl makes is it Carl?
Carl. I know. Ye
Van
old
Helsing,
Carl.
Dracula, Frankenstein, Carl.
Yeah,
See, that's why I called him Friar Faramir.
Yeah.
Carl.
But he had a bomb that he said held the power
Oh my god.
of light with the force of the sun or whatever.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he ever use it?
Yes.
Yeah.
When that huge like castle mansion whatever full of vampires was going after Van Helsing after he had rescued Anna from Dracula.
Okay, I missed that.
What I thought was really funny about that was he's like, I know what it's for. I know what it's for. It's like, you didn't know what it was for in the first 5 minutes that you met the vampires and the sunlight.
Know what it's for.
Well, okay, but apparently they don't know anything about vampires, right? Somehow. So they don't know when the cloud recedes from the sun and the vampires hide. That's not an indication that your little sun bomb would be a really good thing.
In which case, he could have killed all 3 of the brides of Frankenstein or of Dracula. Excuse me.
Yeah,
pretty much right
pretty much.
away.
Right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
basically. Yep.
And saved everyone else. They might have just got a good suntan.
Yeah, they introduce was it nitroglycerin?
And never do anything with it.
And never do anything with it. They make a joke with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Throw it on the ground, boom. Oh, sorry. A lot of jealousy in the office. Oh my. What?
Now, why'd you packing that shit?
This leads me to my most hated of all weapons in this movie.
Oh, the Gatling arrow?
Thank you. If you make a crossbow that can fire multiple rounds in rapid succession that is gas powered, you've made a gun.
Yes.
Is the whole bow and string part of the weapon necessary?
No.
No, the string never moves.
That's right.
It's gas powered.
Yeah, yeah. So that the whole look is just for aesthetics.
It's just to make the weapon more awkward and clunky and hard to carry.
Yeah.
It would have been better if, for some reason, he had like the top part of it where the actual bow was for like a special, like an explosive type, like a larger than normal arrow, maybe like a grappling hook or something. Like,
but he didn't. He had a grappling hook.
No, you're right. Like that's.
Here's the other thing. He already had guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you have guns, you don't need a shooting fucking rapid fire arrow thing.
Well,
I have a question.
You do against vampires.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say a question, but on that, just a little bit of an addition to it. If you happen to be hunting a werewolf and you have yourself out as bait for whatever reason,
yes,
oh, yeah.
and you have a group of people there to help you take this werewolf down, and you know that silver is the only thing that's going to kill said werewolf, why aren't all of you armed with silver weapons?
Bullets.
Well, weapons, just silver weapons. Doesn't necessarily have to be bullets. She draws a sword. Is that made of silver? Is that going to do anything?
I don't know.
Well, evidently in this particular mythology, no.
But
the only way you can hurt a werewolf is silver. Yep.
And apparently his is the only gun with silver bullets.
Exactly, my point.
But if you can make silver bullets, give everybody silver bullets.
That's what I'm saying.
Then
No
one
shit.
gun isn't fucking magical.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why aren't they all armed with silver weapons? Like her sword should be silver. Their guns should have silver bullets in them. How come it's just his? Make the cage out of silver. Then it can't break out of it.
My notes simply say, so when we meet our heroine, we see her stuck in the Idiot's Guide to Trapping Werewolves.
Yes. That's true too.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, Van Helsing accidentally brings the right gun for the job, right? With his wood stake firing automatic weapon. But these guys purposefully know what they need and they don't bring enough of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
why?
is-
Because he needs to be the hero? Because
Like, it's one
Vulcan
thing-
needs to be the hero?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's one thing if they are felled upon and he's the only one that happens to have the right gun for the job.
Yeah.
But they planned this shit.
Yeah.
That's
There's
like,
a whole friggin' slew of them. Which, by the way, if there are that many people, that many flippin' targets, why did the werewolf go after him?
yeah, no kidding, eh? Why isn't he eating Chet and the boys?
Yeah. Why isn't he biting a whole shitload of people and creating an army of werewolves?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, seriously, why isn't that Dracula's plan? Is to get his werewolves, once they have, I don't know, given in to the stroke of midnight and that, what, I don't even understand, but fine, okay, the fucking werewolves become his slaves, whatever. Why isn't he then sending them out to bite as many people as possible and turning it into a werewolf fucking army? Because it's established, after a certain time, they will do anything Dracula tells them to do.
But yet he created the serum, the magic bean in the movie, or one of them
Yeah.
anyway,
Why did he do that?
because he feared that any one of them could rise up against him.
But they only had until the strike of midnight to do that.
Only a werewolf can kill him.
Yes, but they'll only want to until that strike of the 12th strike of midnight.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if he just wants to, like, he doesn't want to keep dealing with that over and over again.
Is that why Hugh Jackman changed back?
Yes, because it was before the 12th strike of midnight, and he'd already killed Dracula. Yes.
No. He changes back before he kills Dracula, and then he changes back into the werewolf.
No, the first time that he changes back is because the cloud obliterated the full moon for a second.
Oh, right. There's that whole thing. Right.
Yeah, that is the most convenient power ever, by the way.
Convenient cloud cover?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, how
it is
about the
all
fact
over
there's-
this movie.
How about the fact in this movie that there's a full moon every, 2 to 3 days?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, moon cycles, obviously, they're not now what they used to be. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they had to evolve like everything else.
yeah. And, you know, in my day, the moon used to come out full every couple of days. Now you kids and your crazy half moon and quarter moon and...
And the whole idea of turning into a werewolf, it's quite clear in the movie, and I read about this too online. They show him when was it
Vulcan?
Vulcan is turning into a werewolf. He sheds his outer skin,
Yeah, and the werewolf comes out
and
of
the
him.
werewolf comes out of him, signifying that the beast is within him.
Yeah.
But then when he turns back into a human,
The human comes out of the werewolf.
Thank you.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
How? What
I
does
don't
that
know.
make sense? What? No werewolf ever has done this. Not even in the shitty Twilight movies had this ever happen.
Not even in Teen Wolf.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. This is the first time. I mean, even was it American Werewolf in London and American Werewolf in Paris? Like, they had pretty gruesome kind of body deforming transformations, but it was never like, you know, shedding like a snake every single time.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the shedding of the skin. But how does the human skin, like, he's got human skin, werewolf skin, human skin. And then I assume werewolf skin underneath that.
Yeah,
and then human skin. And when does this end? What? How? What?
So while he's a werewolf, he's quickly growing a human skin underneath?
Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't, there's so much in this movie, they don't cover anything.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird. It's one of the weirder body transformations that you don't see. Like, it's, or if you do, it's like permanent, right? Like, okay, if I'm going to become this thing, I just rip my skin off, and now I'm just this thing, and that is all. You know, until I get killed by the
I
hero.
think in this case we're actually supposed to assume that whatever part is dominant at that moment, that's the skin. The other skin gets shed.
Ow.
That's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
Because later on, they don't even, and I love how they don't even actually stay consistent with this either. Because when Hugh Jackman turns back into a human, he just shrinks. He doesn't lose any skin whatsoever. When he turns into a werewolf, he doesn't lose any skin whatsoever, because that's just not sexy. And Hugh Jackman needs to be sexy in every moment of this movie, evidently.
I was just going to say, are you kidding me? That's Hugh Jackman looks. You want to get rid of that? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not even the werewolf shedding that. He's like, no, I'll keep that.
Yeah, seriously. But then, like, later on, when Anna finds Velkin strapped to that thing, whatever, and he puts his hand on the side of her face, and it becomes a werewolf paw. But there's no shedding then either.
Oh, yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, they shed, like that happens, and that's it. That happens, like, twice, and that's it. And she says, like, at the start, that they apparently shed their skins the first day or whatever that they're a werewolf. But not Van Helsing, because Van Helsing's too cool for that shit.
Yeah. I tell you what, you want to open up a successful business. How about tattoo parlor in Werewolf Town?
Yeah. Okay.
Van Helsing is too cool for that. He's also too cool to have an accent.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Because he's the only one in this movie speaking American, essentially.
I wouldn't say that either. I would say he had some type of accent, but unidentifiable. Because at points he has an accent, but I don't know what it is.
I never heard an accent in this
Really?
movie. I just heard him quipping.
Oh my
terribly.
God. You know what? Seriously, that is honestly worth watching again. Worth watching the movie again just to catch it when he tries to not speak in an accent or speak in an accent, because it's kind of like Transylvanian Australian.
Wait, how do you pick up a Transylvanian accent?
I don't know. I do not know at all. That's why I'm just like, what? Like, sometimes he's got an accent and sometimes he doesn't. I'm like, what's going on right now? Yeah, I was really confused.
I got to be with Sean on this one. If there was one, it was very subtle. And if he was going to have any, I figured it would actually be the same as that Italian guy at the beginning.
Yeah, but we don't know where he's from, though, right?
His M, if you will. From time immemorial.
Yeah, his Q, you mean?
You don't like
you mean his
that
Q?
guy?
Yeah, his M goes with him.
No, his Q goes with him.
Oh, his Q goes with him.
That's right. M's the old guy who we can barely understand. Which,
yeah, I could barely understand him.
I know. I'm sure he's a
What
great
old guy is
actor and
that?
all. But
The Cardinal.
Oh,
yeah, the Cardinal at the beginning who sets him on the mission. I'm sorry, but there was details that I know I missed the first time around, at least because I couldn't get past that accent.
Try it in 1.5 speed. I had no fucking idea what he was saying.
I'll tell you the conversation that I got when watching that scene. Van Helsing, we need you to go kill Dracula. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Hey, let me show you a picture of Kate Beckinsale. I get to nail that? All right, I think I can try this out.
Yeah. You know what? That was totally part of my original synopsis, is something about how I don't even know why they bothered trying to convince him. All they had to do was like, look at the hot chick you can possibly bang. Nice, on my way.
Auga.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was blatant.
Yeah. Well, that, and he's a guy. And you guys would be like, hell yeah, hot chick, I'm there. What hot chick doesn't like an action hero? There you go.
Well, I'm not an action hero.
Yeah, but if you were an action hero and you were going somewhere, that all you had to know was that there was a hot chick, and you'd be like, I'm there.
So
I am so there.
Van Helsing is also Super Mario, and he goes through the warp zone to get to Dracula's castle near the end of the movie. Through this magic mirror.
Can someone please explain the castle thing to me?
I can't. I don't know.
Okay.
He goes through the magic mirror, comes out in Dracula's castle. I was expecting a doom doom doom.
But here's the thing, though, because they were pretty much already there.
I know.
They were at the other castle, which was up on top of the fucking hill, or whatever, the mountain. And so that's not the actual castle. The actual castle is the one that you can only get through the magic mirror. But everything about that first castle is identical to the actual castle. I'm so confused.
I think it was part of it was the castle, and then there was the lab, and that the lab was being kept secret.
But okay, but everything is the same.
Yeah, and yet
because you've got those like hanging babies. Sure, okay.
Oh, we'll get back to those.
Yeah. I love the way they burst, by the way. I fucking laughed my ass off. But anyway. So you got these hanging babies and whatever that he has at his lab, but he also has at the other castle. And the whole setup for Frankenstein's lab is in his castle, but it's also in the real castle.
Yeah,
or
'cause-
it's connected to the real castle somehow. I'm so confused.
I thought that the lab was connected to Dracula's castle. And the castle they were in that they used the mirror to transport themselves over from was in another castle?
Exactly. My point. But all of that stuff was in the first castle.
What stuff?
Okay. There was Frankenstein's lab.
Right.
And they had the little babies, the little hanging babies. You saw those in the first castle. Where you didn't know where Dracula's castle was yet. Man, you could turn this into a drinking game every time you said castle. Anyway. You've got the hanging babies, right? And you've got the pulley system to hoist Buddy up and get him shot by lightning.
That's right.
Right? Okay. So you got that castle. And everything, whatever the lightning hits Velkin, it goes through, temporarily brings weird hanging babies to life. And then in the other castle that you can only get to through the magic mirror, same setup. You have Frankenstein's lab, you have the hanging babies. It's just bigger and more impressive.
No, I think it's the same castle.
Right. So there's my confusion. Why did they need the magic mirror to get to that castle?
No, because the castle they were in, that where they went through the mirror,
yes,
was a different castle.
Once again, back to my original point. So how did he have the exact same setup to Frankenstein stuff?
My take on it was that you have Frank's place, and then you have Vic's place.
Okay.
And the magic mirror was just the doorway between the two. Basically, literally bridging these two myths together. So you have Frankenstein, his lab, and all of the angry villagers at his door. But there was a magic mirror in there where you could go to Transylvania, to Frankenstein's place.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
I was just watching to see what happens because I had no idea where anything was in this movie.
You might be right, Tex. They may have set up a separate lab. Igor could have done it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there's Igor in this movie, too.
Okay, I get why he would be in the movie, because Frankenstein, obviously. But how come they didn't, so many things they were trying to do their own take on these particular myths and whatever. Okay, fine. But why did they make Igor look so skeletal?
I don't know. Creep factor, maybe?
I guess, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. He was just weird. I know him too. I couldn't think of who he was, but I fucking know. Oh yeah, welcome back. He's from The Mummy. He's the slave.
He's from The Mummy, not The Mummy Returns.
Yes.
Well, we didn't do The Mummy.
Did we?
No. No, we did The Mummy Returns.
Then why did I watch The Mummy?
I can't read your mind, so. I had to laugh when the cow got thrown through the building.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, Van Helsing, we have to go. We've got cows.
Oh, no.
That's pretty good.
Well, you know what? It is right around that time that Van Helsing did get a beef with Dracula, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
the
you know what?
brides, actually.
That's some damn fine stunt cow work, by the way. I want kudos to that stunt cow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
For
The
taking
stunt
that
cow.
Yeah, exactly. Can I back up just a little bit? Speaking of around that scene, you have the one guy, the long-haired riot leader, and he's also the coffin maker and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I did not know Tom Petty was in this movie.
Yeah.
See, I saw him as the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes. Well, it made sense. He is from transsexual Transylvania, so maybe he started out in Transylvania.
What, it just wasn't fabulous enough for him?
Well, exactly.
I'm calling bullshit on Anna's jump from, well, when she's sliding off the top of the roof. And then she jumps, she like wall kicks onto the tree and then falls down, bashes onto a whole bunch of branches and then lands on her feet. Bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one thing you have a problem
Well,
with?
that's one of the first things I called bullshit on.
Okay.
Yeah, the humans in this movie seem to have superpowers, which is
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
No, exactly. Like Van Helsing has it before he gets turned into anything.
Yeah, well, Van Helsing kind of makes sense because it alludes to the fact that he's been alive for however many thousands of years. Right? Because he talks to Friar Faramir there, and he's like, what do you remember? And he was like fighting with the Romans, and he was like, that was like 73 AD or whatever, and he's like, you asked.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think he's
So,
immortal.
I mean, yeah, he's got some type of superpower. We don't know what.
And he also doesn't know when he's been hurt, too, because he gets bitten by the werewolf. And it's Anna that actually points it out to him. And he has this look on his face when he looks down. She's like, you've been bitten. He's like, I have? She's like, yes, there. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot that hurts really bad. Ow.
Yeah, but just a second ago, he was holding it, though. Because when he first shows up, he's like, oh, fuck, ow. Oh, hot chick's here.
Yeah. Yeah, puff out the chest.
Yeah, exactly.
Shouldn't this have healed by now? No? Okay.
Nah.
Why, if the Frankenstein monster is what Dracula wants, are you hand-delivering it to Dracula?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why? Why?
What?
If he wants the secret of life that's in the Frankenstein monster, why do you put the Frankenstein monster into a stagecoach and drive it up Dracula's front fucking driveway?
I thought they were trying to take him away from Dracula.
Yeah, they were trying to bring him to Rome.
I thought they were driving him to Dracula.
No, they were trying
it's
to.
Rome.
No, they were trying to hide him in Rome.
Okay. The follow-up question then, because this still applies.
Mhm.
How did the brides know the Frankenstein monster is in that stagecoach?
Oh,
That
that's a
I
good
don't know.
question.
They just come out, oh, we're evil and we want the monster. Get the monster. And I'm like, how did you know? You didn't know where he was before.
I think, actually, I think what happened is because Velkin Puppy saw him with Van Helsing and Anna. So when the chickies went after him, they went after Van Helsing because they would figure that Van Helsing would be one who would be driving the carriage for Frankenstein. Now, having said that, good job having a decoy.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a good idea. However, kind of defeats the purpose of being a decoy if you're going in the same direction, first of all, and you're only separated by like 150 feet.
Yeah. And the people you're trying to hide from can fly.
Well, there's that, and the fact that one of the ones that you're trying to hide from, apparently, I've only heard this, but apparently dogs have a heightened sense of smell. So you would think the werewolf would be able to find which carriage Frankenstein was in.
Yeah, it smells like dead meat in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he would have caught his scent when he was in whatever the fuck they found Frankenstein or Fred in the first place.
And Dracula said he was looking for the secret that brings life. Were you guys not expecting that secret was
His
his
heart?
his little fucking mini Iron Man thing on
Yeah.
his chest? What do they call that? The arc reactor?
Yeah, his arc reactor? Yeah. No, you're
Pretty
right.
fucking obvious, right?
You'd
Instead
think.
of strapping him down to a table, why not just... And what? Okay, so the lightning bolt brings the monster to life. Striking the monster with another lightning bolt is going to bring bats to life?
Yes,
Magic?
because he's connected?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, and by the way, if you find vampire eggs, sticking your bare hand into them, because that's a good idea.
That was gross.
Yes, it was.
And so,
And not have a weapon drawn, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah. No,
nothing's
exactly.
going to come out of it.
I gotta say, when he says, we have to like figure out what we're dealing with, whatever, I'd be like, okay, draw the sword, cut the thing, let it drop, explode, and see what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, seriously.
So, and the whole movie's predicated on, okay, so the only way that Dracula can procreate is if he happens to have another monster that is the key to life. Like that doesn't speak of a really great procreation evolution system for anybody.
Well, no, but at the same time, like, how does he make these things in the first place?
That was my question.
Oh,
You don't have blood.
gross.
Well, no, but he says, "I'm
seriously.
hollow. I'm hollow. I have not. There's nothing inside. I have no blood. I have no heart. I have
don't
no
feel
feelings."
anymore.
Yeah. But that's not even my question. My question is how okay, well, that is partly like my question because I missed the whole he doesn't have any organs thing. But how do you make something fully formed but dead? Because only living tissue can grow. So how do you first of all create, like, I'm so baffled by this. Can someone please explain how Dracula and a bride make hanging gargoyle babies in a disco ball?
No,
Okay.
because I can't. They don't even try in this movie.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they just skip right over the sex ed class for vampires.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't get this one either. This is one that's been changed over the years where it used to be that the vampires would make more vampires by biting them. That's a very common thing. And then
Yes.
that just passes turning the human, basically killing them, but making them undead. Vampires are dead. They are dead people.
Yeah.
But yet somehow, which makes them scarier, right? But yet somehow
Right.
they can still pass on becoming a vampire. So they're kind of like zombies in that regard.
Right.
But-
and he makes vampires too.
But this is just, okay, we're going to fuck, and then you'll shit out something.
Yeah, but is that what happens?
I don't know. I don't think I want to know at this point.
I would only assume because the brides are so attached. Because when the kids come out and the brides are so attached to these little creatures, I would assume there's some kind of birthing process.
Yeah,
But-
But
We don't know what it
how?
is.
Yeah, how? Because it looks like a...
Second of all, why do you need children when you have a masquerade ball full of fucking vampires that would have been helpful at the beginning of the movie?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Where were they?
Where do they come from? I
And of
don't
course,
get
it's
it.
Halloween because this movie's not cliche enough.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, we have to have them. Yeah, this whole reason for, like, it is all a weird, convoluted reason to have friggin' Frankenstein come here. That's what I'm saying. Like, why couldn't he just be dealing with Dracula and the werewolves? That's fine. Werewolves and
No, just
Yeah.
Dracula.
or just Dracula. That's fine.
Just one. I would like to see a good Dracula movie that wasn't made in the 50s with the old Universal movie monsters back then. Like that's like really the last good vampire movie. I don't remember. I haven't seen Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Or
I hear it's
Interview with
kind
a
of
Vampire?
insane.
Oh, that one's hilarious.
Yeah,
Personally.
Interview with a Vampire. I saw, but it's not
Oh my
really a
God.
vampire movie. Well, it is, but it's not the traditional vampire movie type thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They wanted to bring in too many monsters. Now you have to have these stupid reasons for them being there. These big bags of goo. Like,
yeah.
what are
and
you
they're
trying to be alien
gargoyles.
here?
Like, yeah,
What the hell?
good pull, Tex. Like they're like Disney's gargoyles,
Mm-hmm.
except minus the cool haircuts.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why? Like, are they supposed to be, like, bat-like? Are they supposed to be,
I
like,
assume that's the thing. They're
tiny,
bat-like.
like, Dracula-looking things? Because they're not.
The bat-like
Although
stuff,
I have to say, I love the fact that he retains a mohawk when he becomes Dracula Batman. That was fucking hilarious
Oh, he
to me.
keeps his
I don't know if
hair?
you guys noticed that, but what's that?
Dracula.
What's that?
Yeah.
Dracula hits his ultimate form, quote unquote.
Yeah. He's got a mohawk.
Yeah, his
It's kind of
animality.
drooping to the side, so we didn't put enough gel in it. But fucking hilarious. Loved it. Just saying.
And with that, I have a note here. Anna says, vampires are dead, so it only makes sense that their children are born dead. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Stop
and-
making up shit for the audience to believe.
Yeah, and it's
Stop
actually
that.
yeah, and it's actually impossible because you know what? You can't be born if you're dead.
So what this movie's saying is that Dracula can somehow have sex with his wives, who lay these gross balls, and then they need another man to come and fertilize them somehow?
Yeah,
Magically?
see, that's what I was wondering. Like, is this like a fish thing that they like lay a whole bunch of eggs?
I'm
Yeah.
just picturing Dracula jerking off on all these egg things.
No, that's
Well,
the thing.
exactly. Like, is that honestly what we're supposed to?
I am so
Like-
tired.
Is that what we're honestly supposed to assume? Is that they lay these eggs and then Dracula comes along and like I don't know, swoops over them and fertilizes them like a fish?
That's the problem, is that it's not him that he needs. He's not the one strapped in the chair getting hit by lightning. They need Frankenjizz all over that place there.
Yeah, but well, yeah, that's true. too.
Yeah, yes. I'm getting too old for this shit.
So is the jizz then
The lightning.
transported via electricity
Yeah.
to the egg sacs?
This has now been written by high people. Electric Magic Jizz.
Yeah.
Which would be the name of the album, that, by the way.
I
Yes.
was going to say, I think I played lead guitar for Electric Jizz back in the day.
yeah. I was going to say that too, back in the 80s. Electric Gigolo, eh? Frankenstein Electric Gigolo.
Yeah.
Why? And going back to the Mr. Hyde thing, why does he change in midair? When he gets thrown off the top of the building, he changes midair back to being Jekyll.
Because like the
Why?
formula was wearing off.
Yeah, his is based on a serum, right? Like he takes
But
the serum and...
But based on the conversation that he has with Van Helsing, it sounds like he's been Mr. Hyde for a long time because he murdered all those people,
Yeah.
and then ran away, and he's still Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, so he'd be...
And then when he gets his arm cut off, it turns back into Jekyll's arm, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then why all of a sudden change right before he dies, other than to set up Van Helsing later to do his "oh poor me" thing? You don't see them change right before they die.
Timing, question mark?
Yeah, yeah. And at the same
Maybe.
time, he's left on top of the building, and everyone surrounds the building. All the angry Parisians surround the building, and they're like, "It's Van Helsing, get him!" Cut, and he's getting away.
Yeah.
Like, must have been on his tippy toes.
Well, you know what? He took off that damn big hat, and then they're like, "Oh, he's gone."
Yeah, this guy doesn't have a hat.
Puts it back on. There he is. Takes it off. Oh, he's gone. You know,
Yeah.
it's like Clark Kent with the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So why? And speaking of which, in the beginning, why does Van Helsing's boss tell him what his job is when he's been doing it for years?
What do you mean?
No, with the cardinal says, how they've been protecting the world since time immemorial from all this stuff. Wouldn't this have been on training day, like day one,
That's
time
true.
immemorial? You get the time immemorial speech on day one,
Yeah.
not day 678.
That conversation should have gone a lot different. Van Helsing, I tell you every time, we are the First Order and we keep peace in the world. Did you not read the manual that I told you to? No.
But what do they expect?
Read the fucking manual.
You need to go see HR.
Yeah.
Go see ye old Brenda.
I was waiting for that.
But I mean, like, Van Helsing's a murderer in the sense that, like, James Bond is a murderer, right? Like, that's what he is. He's ancient James Bond.
Kinda, yeah.
Don't get too close to my or is it?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So a tip for movie producers out there: nude flying women scary and sexy. CGI nude flying women, not so much.
Yeah.
Neither way.
Not so much of either, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, they keep picking up things with not their hands, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, talk about crow's feet, huh? Am I right? Huh? Huh? All right.
I like the fact that they're constantly telling each other to basically stop playing with their food, but every single one of them does it.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
I like how Kate Beckinsale calls them out right at the end of the movie. If you're going to kill somebody, quit jabbering on about it first.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, except that if they didn't, she would have been dead a long time ago.
She would have been dead a long time ago. Which,
Because she needed to wait for that particular weapon, which, why did suddenly work? That was silver.
it went through their heart.
That was a Dracula bride.
Yeah, it was a stake
Okay.
through the heart. It
Okay,
doesn't matter
so
if it's silver.
Okay, so she could have used a fucking icicle that was
Yeah.
hello everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, traditionally it's been wooden stake through the heart.
Traditionally, yes.
And or silver.
Right. And this is a silver spike that she stabs her through the heart, and I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you do that with the fucking icicle that's hanging right beside you that looks razor fucking sharp? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. So our villain, I have a question for the villain. Like, if you have no joy and no sorrow, basically he says he has no feelings whatsoever, why do anything?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Like, how do you get angry?
Yeah.
If you don't feel, how do you get angry?
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't you just kind of like hang back and be like, hey, want to get bitten? No? Cool.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't
Yeah.
I don't need you to join me anyway. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're the original goth.
Yeah. Emo.
Well, really, I mean, he's the original both.
Oh, yeah, that's true,
At
too.
that point,
Yeah, that's true, too.
whatever. Conformists.
I love how they say that they've searched all over Transylvania. Meanwhile, it's this tiny little Slavic state. Like, just,
Yeah.
it's like 30 acres or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, how is it they've not found him? It's not, the country's not that big. It's not like they've searched all over Russia.
Well, it's because he's at his secret castle, right? Which once again brings us right back to being totally fucking confused. So I'm not going to even mention it.
Oh, and how do we think Anna knows when they walk into Dracula's castle that they're using her brother for an experiment? They're like 18 rooms away. They just walk in the door. They're like, experiment. It's got to be it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm like, what? How'd you get there?
Yeah. And I have a question about that, too, because it shows Dracula, like, pulling the corpse off, and it's like, oh, recognize him and whatever. It's like, Dad! Duh, first of all. Because who else is killing your family members? Duh. But, secondly, he gets him strapped to this thing, and he gets struck by lightning, like, what, 2-3 times, whatever, and some of his life force leaves and, whatever, temporarily gives these gargoyle babies life. But then he's okay? And he can just go run around and get in fights and shit and then come back? And does he do this every night?
Well, I tell you what, if we get rid of fleas.
It would definitely get rid of fleas because, like, the corpse of the father is, like, charred beyond recognition.
Yeah, but if you're a werewolf, you're stronger?
Right. So is that the plan then? Is that as a human, he did this like a couple times and whatever, and it didn't work?
Yeah. So he needs something more robust?
Yeah, and you know what? It storms there a lot. I'm just saying.
I know. Awful weather.
Maybe that's what brings the full moon back.
Yeah, maybe.
It's attracted to lightning?
Maybe.
I guess.
Makes about as much sense as the rest of this movie.
Oh, well, that's true too. That's absolutely true. Oh, and I did have to mention, I love the fact that Van Helsing's werewolf has killer abs. The other werewolf? Nope. Nothing. Looks like a dog standing on its hind legs, basically. Van Helsing, no man, he is fucking ripped. That werewolf is ripped. I was like, what? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no kidding. Eh? The brother, it's almost like middle-aged wolf. You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of got a bit of a belly. He runs, he jogs. You know what I mean? Everyone, but
Yeah, but when it comes to Van Helsing, no. He's like fucking in his prime werewolf.
yeah,
Hilarious.
That might have been Hugh Jackman's contractual obligation.
Yeah.
even my werewolf doppelganger has to look awesome.
I can see that being something that just the agent or whatever decided, not Hugh Jackman.
Oh, maybe. My client will absolutely look awesome, even in his werewolf form. That's fantastic. I like that we eventually learn that Van Helsing's name is Gabriel, right? So.
Yeah, are we to assume that that's the angel Gabriel?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Thought so.
I just like the idea that our big showdown is Dracula versus Gabe.
Yeah.
That's a classic standoff we've all been wanting to see.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Apparently in this movie, if you save someone's life, you get to fuck them if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Carl?
I hate it. I could have done without him. All of his little corny adventures that going around. I'm just like, oh, just stop it.
I gotta admit,
Just have the fight with Igor at the end of the movie like you're supposed to,
Yeah.
and then be done with it.
yeah, the sidekick showdown.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually like the Carl came along because you don't see Q coming along on the adventures, right? With Bond, so this was kind of neat.
Again,
As some of you may be surprised to know, I'm not a monster hunting vigilante, but if I were, I would absolutely take my gloves off before I put my hands in vampire baby egg sack goo.
yes, thank you.
Yes.
But you already called that out, so. Oh no, it's the full moon. I'm morphing into Sean. You know? Or
Oh, good. You're up for a whole night of Minecraft. All right.
Oh, when they drink, they have absinthe. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
You guys ever
get
tried
the
that?
reference. What's that?
Have you guys ever tried that?
No.
They should be completely fucked by, right after that scene.
Yeah, they have no blood.
No, this is
No, this is Van Helsing and Anna.
yeah, they get
Oh.
into the absinthe there. That shit will fuck you up.
Yeah.
I've had just like a shot of it, and I was good for the night.
Oh, I had no idea. It looked like bottles had been drank previously, so
Yeah, I'm just saying, like
that looked like they're returned, like their empties pile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know some Americans won't get that, but
I also like how this movie is predicated on if the friar had not gotten laid, he would not have found the information that gave Gabe the means to finish this.
Yes.
Do you notice that?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So this whole movie was resting on the friar on Carl getting laid.
And staring at the chick creepily after having sex with her.
That's true, eh?
Because he leaned on the wall to do this, like, yeah, I banged that. And that's when the thing comes up and shows the little fucking JPEG.
It's kind of like the morning after when he kind of comes out of some sort of haze and he's like, all right.
Yeah, sorry, I should say GIF, not JPEG.
So in as much as this movie borrows from all the monster movies, why don't we get more of the verses? Like, why not Frankenstein's monster versus a werewolf? Like, where's that fight?
because this movie was already 2 hours.
I'll go with that. That's a good enough reason for me.
Okay. The party scene, that was thrown by the Mad Hatter, right? Like, he was putting that on?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Yeah, one of Dracula's boys.
Alice in Wonderland is in this now?
I
Why
think.
not?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
How about the fact that they've got zombies who apparently are totally capable of I don't know, rational thought, following orders, whatever, because those zombies bring the corpse of, or not corpse, but bring Frankenstein's monster in, and they've got him on that.
Oh, they got him on like a
Oh
stretcher?
my God, what is that thing called?
A stretcher?
No, not a stretcher, but we'll go with that. Those are like perfectly animated zombies. And then they're never seen again.
Yeah.
I thought they were vampires.
No. The vampires couldn't have touched that because, well, okay, see, that's the thing. If they were vampires, it wouldn't have made any sense because he made sure to lean a huge cross against the door of the thing that Frankenstein's monster was in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you got me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Can someone explain to me what happened when Van Helsing gave Dracula that cross? Dracula screamed out in pain. The cross lit on fire.
Mm-hmm.
He then dropped the cross, and then it's never mentioned again.
I can take a guess.
What was the point of that?
Well, they've already showing that the traditional ways of getting rid of vampires don't seem to work on this guy. He doesn't burn up in fire. And so now this is the next one. Is like, oh yeah, don't bother with the cross. It doesn't do anything for me.
But
it does.
He's afraid of it, and it catches fire.
Yeah, and when he dips the arrow in holy water, it kills other vampire chick.
Oh yeah, the other ones are susceptible, but he's the original, right? So.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
This is right out of Blade 3. The same idea that the original Dracula doesn't get killed by the traditional means. So only a werewolf can do it?
I don't know.
Which I also like, by the way, because that means our hero, Van Helsing, on his own, sucks. He will not be able to get the job done.
Yep.
Sorry, buddy. You're not going to do it. You're going to have to go get bit by some other guy to become a werewolf.
Yeah.
Then you can win the day. But you...
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you yourself, Van Helsing, with all your tricks and guns and whatever, you suck. So, fuck you. You need wolf abs of steel. Oh, yeah, so I do have that in my notes. Yeah, they said they clubbed him, they burned him, and they stabbed Dracula, but apparently all it took was a werewolf to give him an owie, and he's dead.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because that's it. He just bites him in the neck, right?
Dracula's the Rasputin of Transylvania?
Yeah, yes, yeah. I think that's what they were going for, and that's why the cross, like, it may hurt him, but it doesn't kill him.
But then why put it in?
To show that he's a badass?
No, because even when he throws it down, he's still afraid. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. And so Van Helsing, at the end becomes a Ghostbuster because he can see ghosts now? Is that...
Oh, I don't know. I hated that ending.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Okay.
I hated that whole ending with the ghosts and the thing. I'm like, oh, just end.
Yeah.
Christ. So a few things on this. The second to last scene of X-Men 2 was filmed while Hugh Jackman had a day off from Van Helsing.
Huh.
Really?
So there's your timeline.
Wow.
This is the first movie other than Lord of the Rings films to use the massive software program developed for Lord of the Rings. So all the special effects were all done by this new program called Massive.
Oh, okay.
This is the first one to use it after Lord of the Rings, and they used it. Wow, special effects do not make the movie.
That makes sense. So, like, we paid enough money for this and Hugh Jackman. We're using both. So we'll get the special effects machine to give Jackman abs even when he's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Taxi pointed out, throughout the movie, it is implied that Van Helsing is the Archangel Gabriel. He mentions fighting the Romans in Masada, referring to the Sage of the Masada in the First Jewish-Roman War. Later, Dracula gives him his first name of Gabriel, which refers to him as the left hand of God. So that is exactly what he is.
All right.
Almost directed Michael Bay.
There would have been way more explosions.
Turned it down to make The Island.
Oh, wow.
Never seen that.
Stay tuned.
Oh.
So wait a second here. So that way, when we see that Carl has made one light bomb, if it had been Michael Bay directed, he would have had a whole stagecoach full of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And use them.
And funny you bring up Carl in the role of Carl. Almost considered for this role, Paul Hogan.
Oh my God. I'm so glad they went with this guy.
Crocodile Dundee himself.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no.
That's amazing. Oh my
Yes,
God.
meaning no.
No, that's not amazing at all. No. No, I'm so glad they went with this guy because I'm heartbroken.
That's not a crossbow. This is a crossbow.
It's a crossbow. Yeah. You call that a silver bullet? So, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
So I have three of them. Or is it confirmation that the words Van Helsing in German, or something means overacting?
Yeah.
Or is it the liar, the bitch, and the outrageous wardrobe?
Yes.
Or is it Frankenstein Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, nice.
He had a hell of a day. Why?
Dex?
I have it. Or is it the story of how Van Helsing just can't get no play?
Okay, yeah.
Or is it the story of how Van Helsing is just a rumor and Frankenstein's monster is really the one that saves the day?
Oh.
Because,
So,
well, Friar Faramir, first of all, he saves him because he's being chased by
Igor?
and Igor, that's his name. And then he saves Chicky, Anna, by swinging through the window and grabbing onto Vampire Chicky.
Right.
So by doing that, they then have the ability to get the cure to Van Helsing and save him. So really, Frankenstein's monster is the hero.
Oh wow! And you know what? Actually, that made me think of something too. Like if the brother had bitten Dracula, that would have done it too because he was a werewolf. So Van Helsing was not needed.
Nope.
I have a couple. Or is it James Bond 1887? Or what I'm calling Helsing. Van Helsing. And as you think about it, the opening scene, he's on a mission.
Yes.
He returns to headquarters and gets a new mission.
Yes.
Meets up with his Q and gets new gadgets,
Yes.
which are conveniently applicable for the current mission. Travels to a faraway land for his new mission.
Of course.
He kills evil women and falls for the good one.
Of course.
Kills henchmen and then the over-the-top acting bad guy at the end. And makes really corny quips all the way through.
Yes, this is exactly it. That you've got.
It is James Bond 1887.
All we were missing was a really cool car.
Or is it...
Well, sorry, just to add to that, Sean, the really cool car could be the carriage with the really fast horses. Horsepower. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Or is it why nothing good follows the phrase, you know what movies they should combine into one universe? And I stand by that, by the way. I'm looking at you, 21 Jump Street and Men in Black.
Oh my God, I know.
What?
Yeah, they're combining those two into a movie.
Yeah.
21 Jump Street.
I heard you.
Yep, Channing Tatum and what's his face.
Still doesn't make any sense to me, but okay.
And the Men in Black, not Will Smith and not Tommy Lee Jones. So, yeah.
Okay.
So that does it for Van Helsing. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I mean Mark.
Join us next time when we'll take a look at the story of high school kids on the last day of school in 1976 in a donut shop. In Glazed and Confused.
Mash! Here we go, you impetuous young boy.